Today is the 11th of February, and this is going to be my first post on this platform. I've always wanted to do this, but I also have been I'm very camera shy, so I don't really like getting pictures of myself or seeing myself on camera. I've just never really been comfortable with it. But I know that what I want to do, one thing for sure, is to try to see if there's a way for me to help people with the things that I know. In the fastest and most efficient way that I possibly can. In 2020, on the 25th of December 2020, I saw an article about a father attempting to kill his two kids that were barely 7, and before he tried to kill himself. He did not succeed on killing himself, but his wife, who attempted to kill herself the day prior, was successful in doing so. In the article that I wrote, the reason why this couple have decided to do that was because they lost their jobs. They had so many responsibilities that they could not fulfill. They had a lot of debts. They didn't have any money to pay for necessities and take care of their children and all of those other things. And so I thought to myself, if there's a way that I can help these people do something else, or know that there's other ways out there that they can monetize things that they wouldn't have known to be possible, then I wanted to go ahead and do that. Prior to that, I did attempt to write a book, but with the kind of research that needs to be done, and it's just taking so long. Honestly, it's just a lot of it. I felt kind of lost because I didn't really. There's so many ideas and so many thoughts and so many knowledge that I have that I don't know how to put it together, and I was afraid that I would fail. But when I read that article, I thought to myself, I know one thing for sure that I will not fail on is trying to help somebody. So I did make an attempt to put a company together, and I taught the people that I met how to speak in English, how to try to get on the phones, how to communicate, how to do digital marketing, how to do this and that, and a lot of those other things that you don't need to go through the traditional way of getting employed for anymore, because they lost their jobs. They lost their jobs from the factory, they lost their jobs from the fast food. They used to be on the street and doing regular jobs, and all of that is not available, had not been available for them anymore since the pandemic and the lockdowns, because everybody just needs to stay at home. And whatever support the government was given then was really not sufficient if you're trying to maintain a family. So we did that, and it was not very difficult. This was not very easy. The first 6 months was such a struggle, especially because It was just me that's trying to guide them, but it was very rewarding, hearing them say that they never thought that I could do this, and seeing that they eventually did go off and get better paying jobs from the skills that they've learned during the time that they have stayed with me was just something that is wonderful. Having the ability to make a change in someone's life, positively change someone's life, that they can bring with them throughout time is just it's just really phenomenal. So I wanted to do that. It's just that the funding was not very good. I ended up depleting what I had, so I had to stop doing that, and so I'm back to trying to create a YouTube video. Well, I wanted to do videos because I thought that it's faster and easier for me to reach more people, to see if at the very least they can come to me and ask me questions, or I can get on their news feeds, or on their feeds, and that they can find value in the input that I have that will take their lives to the next level, if not at least change it a little bit for the better. Now, since I'm camera shy, I did make an attempt. It was really awkward, the whole thing, and I didn't really know half of what I was more than half of what I was doing, but I did make an attempt at least. And you know what I learned is, when you create your own videos and you're alone and doing everything, editing is the most painful part of it, because you have to like play it over and over and over again to see if you said the right thing, if you look the right way, if blah and blah and blah and blah, and doing the whole process just eventually makes you sick and tired of hearing your own voice and seeing your face. But definitely that's what happened to me, and I just stopped because I'm like, okay, I'm tired of my face and my voice now. So I decided this time around I'm probably not gonna edit. If I ever do, it's just very minimal. It's just, when I maybe unconsciously pick my nose, or something just really funny like that I'm like, oops, we're not including that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. This like I said, I've always wanted to do this, but I've procrastinated so long. The reason why I'm doing it now is mainly because of my sister. I'm here at her house now, and the reason why I'm here is because I am being present for her. She passed away 4 days ago. No, on the 4th. And now it's the 11th, so that's 7 days ago. She passed away 7 days ago from cancer. And she's very young. She's 10 years of my senior. I'm 38. That makes her 48. And she's very young. She has done so many things. She's helped so many people. But there's still a lot more time that she could have done more. And I know that I keep on saying that she's done her mission. She never had kids. I think it's because she was the one that was there when we were growing up, taking care of us, me and my siblings. We have three younger brothers, and so she was the one that's taking care of everyone. But she just got tired and she didn't want to have any kids anymore. But she was a big sister to a lot of people. She she really did her best. She guided people, and even when they are at their lowest. In fact, even when she had to sacrifice, she would help. Even if it's uncomfortable, she would help. She would go out of her way to make you feel special and important. And it's irritating for me sometimes because she would like have me do something for a friend that I don't even like that friend, and it's so funny because I ran into a meme that said every big sister has a nasty rude younger sister, and she's disrespectful. And yes, that was me. You see, my sister is very personable and she's really good with people, and she's very kind, so she's really like the nice one, and I'm like, no, I don't care, I don't like that person, and I'm not going out of my way for her. But my sister is not like that. She tries to understand, she has a property that she leases out. It's a small one, small apartment, that she leases out to a family, and they haven't paid her for like 9 months, and I'm like, why? I'm just gonna kick them out, and my sister's like, yeah, but they don't have anywhere else to stay. And when she said that, I felt the pain from her when she said that, because I remember when it was us that didn't have anywhere to stay. I remember when we get kicked out from one house up to another because we couldn't pay rent. So I understand. And honestly, I think my sister grew up to be more compassionate, also because of how she was raised. You see, she grew up with uncles and aunts and grandparents, because my mother was too young when she had her, so she was taught to be polite, she was taught to be respectful, she was taught to follow, she was taught to be compassionate and considerate. I was raised by my mother when she was learning to be a mother. So, being the rebel that she is, obviously she raised the rebel daughter. I was raised to look after my siblings and my family and not care about anyone else. Well, not really, but mostly to prioritize my family, and it's more like, for example, that small family that was leasing from my sister's house. My sister, being raised to be more compassionate and kind, would probably even help them out, move out, or probably even help find them another place to move to. I would not. I probably would do it, because I would feel bad not to. But my sister would do it, one, because of care. Even if they don't pay her, even if she gets taken advantage of, I would not be the same. I would be like, no, my sister's needs would go first before yours. My family's needs would go before yours. If the similar thing that I have with my sister, or at least actually all of my siblings, is that I would sacrifice myself. I would put myself on the line to help someone else. Like, if this is the last bite that I have of food, if I care for you so much, you will have it. I will give it to you without question, without second thoughts. And if it's to help another person, I would go out of the way. However, the difference is, if I guess the approach, um, if it comes to family, we would always prioritize family. But the difference is, my sister would be more nice about it. She would be more polite. She would be, she would suck it up. Or she's not a pushover, like you push her, you put her over the edge, and she's not going to pull you down with her. She's not gonna go down without a fight. Oh, she's gonna put, I kid you not, even if you're much bigger and stronger, you're gonna go down. Like my sister is just is most of the time quiet, but she knows how to fight. I always say that I don't have any older brothers, but my sister, though, like, she's the equivalent of 10 brothers. She's very strong and she's very tough. But she would always be nice. She would always be polite and compassionate. Me, not so much. I would tell you what it is as it is, without second thoughts. So, like, if for example someone says, like an older person, for example, or an older relative, or even my mother actually would go like, you have to do this, blah 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 blah, and you have to be like that. How they always are. They always know everything, more than we do. So the older people would demand and just tell you things. My sister would be like, okay, yes, okay po, thank you, and or she just wouldn't say anything. And I don't operate that way. I would be like, no, that is not right. That's not gonna wait. That's not how it's gonna go. This is how it's gonna go, and this is how I see fit. But thank you for your input. Like my sister is not gonna be straightforward like that, unless you like push her and you have her back against the wall, then she would really bite back. But me, no, I'm just gonna be nasty, rude, and feisty the whole time. But what I learned from my sister's passing, because she is so young, is that life is too short, and we all know this. But life is too short for you not to live living. It's one of those things that that it is that, that it's right, what it is, but unless you actually see yourself in that situation and experience that situation, you'll never really understand. It's the same as me being younger and not having enough empathy for people, because I can understand it, but only to a certain degree. Until I experience what they experience, then I can really understand it. Like, things you understand because it's logical, it's understandable, it's comprehensible, so you understand it with your mind. But when you actually experience it, you understand it with your heart, and that goes deeper. And you, if you are able to connect with someone on that level, then it's a whole different ball game altogether. It's a better connection altogether. So those are the things that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about grief. I wanted to talk about loss. I wanted to talk about how you're going to help yourself. I wanted to talk about you as a person, how you're going to improve yourself, how you're going to make things better for yourself. Why is it important for you to know who you are, and all of that happy stuff. Yeah, so I want to do that. I want to do like a lot of personal development here, but I'm hoping that I find more courage to do the business development stuff on the other channel, the first one that I've made 2 years ago. Yeah. So my brother and my brothers and my mother are coming today. Some uncles are also coming. I know that my sister's friends are also coming. They're flying in today. I don't know the time for the other people. I hope that I would be able to contain myself and not fall apart in front of everybody and my mom more than anything, at least for now. I'm sure that I'll be able to handle myself when I'm back home on my own. It's been quite a journey. But yeah, I hope that the day goes well. On the 13th, my sister's gonna be cremated, and then we're all going back to Manila. So there's that, I guess. I don't have any more to say. I hope that I can record again soon. We'll see. First of all, I think I'm gonna need to edit the audio of this thing because it's just kind of noisy.